Saudi Arabia's ambitious Line City promised to revolutionize urban living with a futuristic and sustainable design. However, the project is facing major challenges and is not going according to plan. Today, we're going to explore why Saudi Arabia's Line City is failing. To understand why the project is failing, first we need to talk about the Saudi Vision 2030. Saudi Vision 2030 is a strategic framework that sets forward a series of plans to reshape Saudi Arabia's economic landscape, social fabric, and its international standing. Launched in 2016, the aim is to move the country away from its reliance on oil revenues and diversify the economy, while at the same time encouraging a more inclusive society that's based on modernization, while also retaining its rich tradition, with all parts of it expected to be completed by 2030. Internally in the country, it's seen as vital to their long-term future, as historically Saudi Arabia's wealth has been built on its immense wealth that the country currently has, and it's crucial to ensuring that Saudi Arabia can sustain its economy in a post-oil future. The plan outlines measures to grow sectors like tourism, entertainment, manufacturing, and technology, reinventing the country as a focal point for innovation and investment. One of the most interesting aspects of Vision 2030 is the social transformation that it sets out for Saudi Arabia. The country has long been known for its conservative politics, particularly in regards to roles of women and young people. But the plan introduces reforms that are aimed at increasing participation from these parts of society. Recognizing their contribution is key to building a more competitive and dynamic economy. Empowering women, for instance, is a focus, with efforts to increase female participation in the workforce and to take on leadership roles. Similarly, young Saudis who make up a significant portion of the population are being encouraged to engage more actively in the economy and public life, with the hope that all this will create an economy, showing that Vision 2030 is about more than just economic reform. There's no doubt that on the world stage, Saudi Arabia has always held an important position, particularly in the Arab world and the wider Middle East. As the site of Islam's two holiest sites, the country has significant religious influence, and its vast oil reserves has given it economic power too. But in an increasingly interconnected world, though, economic power is becoming less about natural resources and more about technological innovation, global trade, and soft power. This is another element that Vision 2030 is looking to address, making Saudi Arabia a global player in areas beyond oil. By investing in sectors like tech, renewable energy, and tourism, the country can widen its influence and make itself an important voice in a wider range of international partnerships. Finally, Vision 2030 puts a focus on the development of people, and recognizing that a diversified economy requires a skilled workforce. The plan includes major investments in education and training. Saudi Arabia does aim to encourage a knowledge. Let's take a look at some of the projects. Red Sea Global. With a budget of $23.6 billion, Red Sea Global, or RSG, is a highly ambitious part of the broader Vision 2030 strategy to diversify the nation's economy. Located along the western coast of Saudi Arabia, the Red Sea region has been identified as a great location for sustainable luxury tourism. The RSG project aims to establish Saudi Arabia as a premier destination for international travelers, attracting high-end tourists and investors while promoting environmental sustainability and cultural preservation. The Red Sea project is committed to preserving 75% of the area's natural environment, including marine life, coral reefs, and biodiversity. This is significant, particularly as the region's coral reefs are among the most diverse in the world, and maintaining their health is crucial for the overall ecosystem. The new development also aims to achieve a carbon-neutral rating, relying entirely on renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power, and using cutting-edge technology, a major job creator too, and drive economic growth in Saudi Arabia. The project is going to generate thousands of direct and indirect jobs across a variety of sectors, including construction, hospitality, and tourism services. And it's also hoped to attract significant foreign investment, boosting the country's profile as a global tourism hub, providing a sustainable source of income for the nation in the future. Qiddiya is another hugely ambitious Vision 2030 initiative, which looks to turn the country into a leading global destination for entertainment, sports, and cultural experiences. Located just outside Riyadh, Qiddiya represents a massive advance in the kingdom's efforts to attract tourism and create a local culture that appeals to residents and international visitors. Qiddiya is planned as a sprawling city of entertainment, sports, and arts, which will attract visitors of all ages and interests. The proposals include a wide range of attractions from amusement parks and world-class sports facilities to art galleries, live performances, and cultural exhibitions. by catering to such as hiking, camping, and wildlife experiences. Sports in particular are hoped to receive a major boost, with it being designed to host a large-scale international event like the Soccer World Cup, attracting global attention and making Saudi Arabia a key destination for sports tourism. From motorsports to esports, the range of planned activities are going to draw fans in from around the world. The impact on the Saudi economy is expected to be enormous, which justifies its planned $9.8 billion cost, and it's set to create thousands of jobs across various sectors, including construction, hospitality, retail, and event management. It's also set to generate significant tourism revenue, which will be a big help towards Saudi Arabia's goal of increasing non-oil income. The development is not only intended to serve as an entertainment destination, but also as a place to develop Saudi talent in sports, arts, and other creative fields. By providing world-class facilities for training and performance, Qiddiya will offer local athletes, artists, and performers the chance to develop while promoting environmental sustainability and enhancing the quality of life of the city's residents. The scale and ambition of King Salman Park is almost hard to get your head around. It's intended to create a space that rivals and in some ways improves upon famous global urban parks like Central Park in New York and Hyde Park in London. With a range of facilities and attractions, King Salman Park will offer spaces for leisure, fitness, and cultural activities, along with dedicated areas for education and environmental sustainability. By providing these, the park's expected to become a focal point of community life. It's going to have huge green spaces, including landscaped gardens, wooded areas, and artificial lakes, all designed to provide a natural habitat for local wildlife. This green space is not only intended to enhance the aesthetic beauty of the city, but also to help counteract the effects of urbanization and climate change. Trees and plants will help reduce air pollution, cool the surrounding area, and promote a healthier living condition for residents. Like other urban parks around the world, King Salman Park will include several societal benefits as well. The Masar Destination. It's a groundbreaking urban development project in Makkah that will completely change the way people experience the city. It's described as being a multifunctional and mixed-use urban development, which will blend modern architecture with cultural and religious significance. The project's designed to transform Makkah's urban landscape by providing a range of services and facilities for pilgrims, residents, and visitors by taking care of their needs and enhancing their spiritual journeys to the holy city. Costing around $26.6 billion and covering an area around half square mile, or about 1.2 square kilometers. Masar Destination is located along the main road that leads to the Grand Mosque. This position makes it convenient for the millions of pilgrims who visit Makkah each year to perform Hajj and Umrah, with the main idea of the project being to give easy access to the Grand Mosque while offering facilities that are in line with the religious significance of this area. The entire project focuses on a much wider influence because with so many people traveling there from around the world, they'll take ideas back home with them. Masar Destination is also to create more commercial and retail spaces, offering visitors a wider range of services. Crucially, this is all being done to enhance and not take away from the city's ancient history, working to preserve important historical sites while also introducing modern infrastructure. This delicate balance between the past and present will ensure the sacred atmosphere of Makkah is retained, even as the city is modernized. How about Expo 2030? It's an exciting global event that Saudi Arabia has set $7.8 billion aside to host, with the aim of showcasing how the country has changed by the time Vision 2030 strategy is complete. Expos, which are also known as World Fairs, are major international exhibitions where countries come together to display their innovations, cultures, and future visions, and attract millions of visitors from around the world. For Saudi economic strategy, the theme that's been proposed for Expo 2030 is the era of change, leading the planet to a foresighted tomorrow, and it sets the tone for the country's desire to tackle global challenges. Through this theme, Saudi Arabia aims to position itself as a global leader in finding solutions to the pressing issues facing humanity, and the largest projects from Vision 2030 will be the cornerstones of this. Hosting Expo 2030 would be a massive boost to Saudi Arabia's cultural diplomacy and would allow the kingdom to present a new image to the world, one that shows modern thinking, innovation, and inclusivity while still honoring its cultural heritage. Ruwa Al Madina was another urban development as part of Vision 2030, and it's based in the holy city of Medina. Similar to Masar Destination, it's designed to improve the city's capacity to host millions of pilgrims and visitors each year while making sure to protect its rich Islamic heritage. Rua Al Madina plans to combine modern urban planning with $37 billion this is expected to cost will be to incorporate environmentally sustainable practices in its construction. As it's such a historic place and must be preserved, the Rua Al Madina project will make sure to integrate Islamic architecture and design into the new infrastructure. The project's setting out to reflect the spiritual character of Medina through its urban design, ensuring that the new developments don't detract from the city's religious significance. Of course, it too is expected to play a major role in Saudi Arabia's efforts to diversify its economy. By enhancing Medina's capacity to accommodate more pilgrims, the project will significantly boost the city's tourism sector. This project is set to create thousands of jobs in construction, hospitality, and tourism, helping the country achieve its goal of expanding the non-oil sectors of the economy. Sports Boulevard. Well, the $23 billion Sports Boulevard is a project that was designed to help promote healthier lifestyles and improve the quality of life for the kingdom's citizens. Located in the capital city of Riyadh, a cycling routes in the world. That's a statement about Saudi Arabia's efforts to promote cycling as a viable and sustainable mode of transport and recreation. It's also thought to be a sign that the country eventually hopes to host an Olympic Games at some point in the future. The boulevard isn't just a sports-centric project, though. It's also going to be seen as a hub for cultural and social activities. Alongside the athletic stuff, there's going to be cultural and entertainment venues such as public art installations, museums, outdoor performance spaces, and cafes. By blending sports with cultural enrichment, the boulevard is going to aim to enhance the social fabric of Riyadh, offering residents and visitors a varied urban experience that promotes both physical and mental well-being. How about the rig? The idea of Vision 2030 is to really push the boat out in terms of what's possible and to encourage investment and visitors from across the globe. And the rig certainly lives up to this. Launched in 2021, it's probably the most base jumping and skydiving, as well as water activities such as scuba diving, snorkeling, and jet skiing. And visitors will be able to enjoy state-of-the-art amusement rides, roller coasters, and themed attractions that make full use of this unique location. For those wanting a more relaxed experience, like me, the rig's also going to feature luxury hotels and high-end restaurants, plus observation decks that give stunning panoramic views across the Arabian Gulf. The rig's also designed to support a wide range of sustainable friendly practices, so after being a place that's extracted hundreds of millions of barrels of oil, it's now going to reduce its environmental footprint by incorporating green technologies such as renewable energy, sustainable waste management, and environmentally conscious construction methods. If it works, this could undoubtedly be one of the more unique tourist destinations on the planet and could bring a huge amount of revenue to offset its $5 billion cost, as well as further help establish Saudi Arabia as a premier tourist destination. While the projects have taken for airports, tourist resorts, and the Line City. Let's look at Trojena. Trojena is one of the more surprising projects that's part of NEOM, as despite a climate that Saudi Arabia is known for, it's a planned year-round alpine resort. Trojena will be unlike any other part of Saudi Arabia, combining outdoor luxury, adventure, and cutting-edge tech to create a destination that's going to compete with winter sports venues around the world. At an elevation of between 4,900 and 5,300 feet, or about 1,500 and 2,600 meters, Trojena is unique in the Arabian Peninsula, as it has the potential to become the kingdom's first outdoor ski resort. New artificial snowmaking technologies have been developed to ensure that the slopes will remain usable throughout the winter season, providing a winter sports experience in an otherwise desert nation. Along with the winter sports, Trojena will offer a wide variety of year-round activities for adventure seekers and nature lovers. You'll be able to enjoy hiking, mountain biking, and water sports on the development's man-made lakes. This kingdom's premier luxury getaway in the Red Sea. The plan is for the island to become the go-to place for high-net-worth individuals, with world-class facilities that cater to the most expectant of travelers. It's going to feature luxurious beachfront resorts, exclusive hotels, private villas, and a range of high-end restaurants. And of course, one of the most advanced marinas in the world that will be able to accommodate super yachts, hoping to attract the global yachting community. Now, clearly most people won't be able to afford to go there, but those who are rich enough can expect to have a choice of virtually any activity you could possibly want. Sandala will include wellness centers, spas, and fitness facilities that provide relaxation and rejuvenation. And as a year-round destination, there'll be water sports such as snorkeling, diving, and sailing, all of which will take advantage of the island's pristine waters. And of course, a golf course designed to international standards, ensuring that visitors have access to world-class leisure activities.